All right, hopefully you guys can all hear me. All right. Let's see. Make sure I'm on Facebook and YouTube. Looking good so far. All right. And I will open up the chat so we can do that. Okay. Looking good, looking good. Okay, how's everybody doing tonight? 7:59, almost time. All right, we'll start this up at 8. About 20 seconds. So, Ava says, share, looks good, sounds good. All right, thank you. Thank you very much. All right, 10 seconds. And then we will have an episode of Chiller Chat. All right, 8 o'clock. Here we go. Everybody, this is Bryan Hogue. Welcome to another week of Chiller Chat. Another week down into 2020. Now, this show is different than the Saturday Night Chiller Night Live pre-show in that this is normally a talk show, or lately it's more where I'm chatting with the viewers, and we'll be having guests on the show. Tonight, I don't have any for... well, I have Doc Dredd's going to be on here, upcoming here pretty soon. But this is my way of just, letting you know we're here. And if we have a guest, then that episode will go on to Stream TV. This one's not going to be going on to Stream TV, probably. Tom says, is this the right channel for Jack Shadow's State of the Graveyard Address? Nope, I tell you what, if you are looking forward to watching that, we're only on till 8:30, so we shouldn't interfere with anything political, which should be the way it always is. So we do a pretty good job at that. All right, yes, things are coming up tonight. So now, hey, what I'd like to do is tell you guys about the Chiller Night Facebook group page. Every Thursday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, we have a watch party. That's led by one of our viewers and managers of that page, Corpus Christine, and she's going to play this Thursday night. She's going to be playing Fright Night. Have you ever seen Fright Night? It's an awesome movie. It's from back in the 80s. And now, I was talking about this on Saturday night when I found out Corpus was going to be playing Fright Night. That movie right there, that's the name of a hosted horror show hosted by a man named Peter Vincent, a character named Peter Vincent, who's played by Roddy McDowall. And it's a hosted horror show, and that was actually half of the inspiration for Chiller Night Theater. And I have my notes in here somewhere where I actually have the sketches, my original sketch work for the title Chiller Night Theater. The title came from Chiller Theater and Chiller or Fright Night. So while I go through here real quick to find that, it's probably back here a little ways. This was a while ago. Okay, I see my Jack Shadow trailer. Oh, here we go. I don't know if you can see that. but that's kind of the original sketch I had right here from quite a while ago, and but that's where that name came from, was Chiller Theater and Fright Night. So, good movie. I think you're going to enjoy it. A movie about vampires, so it's always a plus. So that's coming up Thursday night. Join, become a member, and watch our watch party hosted by Corpus Christine. And so that should be a lot of fun. I myself probably won't be there because I have been preparing this week for something coming up later in the week, which I'll get to. I'll mention it briefly right now. Is the Jack Shadows Friday Night Frights is coming up. You guessed it, this Friday on the 7th, 8 p.m. Eastern time, same time as we do all these other shows. Raymond says, hey, 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 all right, hey, Raymond. The Angry Pennsylvanian, hey, Brian, hey, how's it going? And Kyle Poling, I'm here for Tom Gross. Okay, well, Tom is in the room. He is in the house. Raymond says, can't wait. So that's right. This Friday, we are returning to Jack Shadow's Friday Night Frights, where we will be playing the movie Silent Night, Bloody Night from 1972. Good movie. So always a good time. It's same thing. You're watching this. It's going to be an online feature hosted by Jack Shadow. It's a live Chiller Night Theater episode. So I'm anxious to do that this Friday night. I haven't done one in a while, since last June. So that'll be good. But I'll mention that a little bit later. We'll get into that as well. Anybody see this today? This was actually a post, an Instagram post by Greg Nicotero. Of course, you know his name from all the George Romero zombie movies, probably, you know, back in the 80s and stuff. For many, many years, worked on that stuff. Of The Walking Dead, executive producer, and is the one spearheading the Creep Show series on the Shudder channel. But he posted this, and he's giving everybody a kind of a sneak peek at the Creep, the armature there with the silicone or the foam latex skin and the teeth. But he's giving us a sneak peek at the Creep off of Creep Show 2, and that'll be coming up. Well, I'm not sure when that's going to start, but they're starting to film it, I think, is it next month? I don't know, but it should be coming up on TV, on Shudder TV, sometime this year, later on in the year. Raymond says, June, how time flies. Oh, I know. Raymond says, nice teeth. Yeah, he had quite a set of chompers there. Another thing I saw today, I have to say, because of the Star Wars fan that I am, and science fiction does fit within the Chiller category, or we'll make it fit, by golly. The actor who played Bosk, the bounty hunter, who's that, you say? Well, if you blinked, you missed him. But he has become a fan favorite figure or character from the Star Wars saga franchise. The actor Alan Harris, he was 81 years old. He died on, when did he die? January 25th. He was 81 years old. So he actually played a lot of characters on the Star Wars movies. Did a lot of stand-in work. So, but Alan Harris, they say the actor who played Boss, because he was in the costume, so I guess that qualifies. And speaking of bounty hunters, Bosk was a bounty hunter. All right. Oh, that got me thinking. There's our pal Boba Fett. One thing I want to know, because this ties into the Mandalorian season 2. They announced today. That that's going to be coming up in October. Now, you know, October is a very busy time for Chiller Night Theater, Jack Shadow, myself, and the Haunted House. and all that goes along with October and Halloween and all the haunt festivities. Well, just to add something else that's new and exciting, The Mandalorian Season 2 will be coming up in October. So that's kind of cool. Craig Weiss says hi. Hey, Craig, thanks for joining us. I don't know if you guys have checked this series out. I have. I love the series. I'm a big fan of the series. It's one of the things that I've seen Disney with Lucasfilms do right in a while. So that's kind of a good thing. But my one question is, and we'll get back to the monster stuff here and stray away back from the sci-fi to the monster stuff, but I don't know how many Boba Fett fans we have. I'm one. And the way that such a popular character died so unceremoniously in the Return of the Jedi, look at that. Just look at that. That's horrible. I've just never got over that. I don't think it's going to end there, folks. I just have a feeling that the famous bounty hunter from the Star Wars movies is going to. I think he's going to come back. I think he's going to be shown again on The Mandalorian Season 2. I think they're going to explain that he survived and escaped the Sarlacc pit. We shall see. That's my prediction. I have my reasons. I think we're going to see Boba Fett again. Raymond says, what fan? What fan? Of what? Of Boba Fett? I am. If that's what you mean. I'm sorry. I looked down and there was already a delay to begin with. So, but anyways, hopefully we'll be seeing our Mandalorian armor-clad bounty hunter reappear in The Mandalorian. So we shall see. That's coming up in October. Now, another thing that's coming up. Anybody got any topics? All right. So until then, something coming up in July. I wanted to mention this. Even though it's not until July, I'm doing this so you guys. I know the people who show up online recurrently. They are pretty aware of what's going on, but some of you might not be if you're not a regular viewer. If you don't join us normally, in July 25th and 26th in Washington, PA, there's an event called Gross Fest. That's in Washington, PA from July 25th and 26th. So hopefully we'll see you there. There's all kinds of guests that are already booked. I guess the vendors, the vendor room is already filled. There's still room in the hallway for vendors. But Raymond says, he will return as did Frankenstein in The Son of Frankenstein. Oh, will he? I don't know. Hey, as long as we get him back, that's all I care about. That's all I care about. I just think that was a horrible thing to do to that character after building him up so much, and then we see him go out like that. No, I don't think so. But we will see. Maybe, perhaps in October. Fingers crossed. Grossfest, you can go to grossfest.com. You can get a look at all their guests. And some of the guests will include myself and Jack Shadow. And I say myself, I'll be here like Bryan, And then I'll also be there as Jack Shadow. And then my wife Ava will be Aura the Witch. And then Samantha Diener once again be Elvon Knock, and we'll be with probably seated again beside David and Diana Silvio from Kiss of Death Production. So Tom says few vendor spots left. Oh, is that what they're saying? A few? Because I know a couple weeks ago they must have maybe some room opened up because they were saying that they were all out. So I know that they have some spots out in the hall. Last year when we went, there were many vendors that were actually out in the hallway surrounding the conference room. I don't know if that's what they mean or if some tables opened up inside. That I'm not sure. But if you live in the Pittsburgh area at all, or Northwest Pennsylvania, I suggest you come on out to Gross Fest, meet us, have a good time, chat with us. So stop by our table and get your picture taken with us and all that good stuff. So, all right, folks, coming up. Oh, Tom says few vendor spots left and the main room is full. Okay, all right. I take it from that then, Tom, that there are still spots in the hallway then, from what I gathered. So there are vendor spots available. If you want to be a vendor, contact Tom or Tim or Terrence and let them know that you're interested in being a vendor at Gross Fest 3 coming up July 25th and 26th. The neat thing is this year it's going to be 2 days. So we are going to be there the entire time, and I hope to see you down there as well. Now, coming up this week, I told you what's coming Thursday. Fright Night on the Watch Party on Chiller Night Facebook group page. Okay, that I don't know why I was trip over that, but Silent Night, Bloody Night. This was a promo picture put together by David Long of Vicelli Pizza, and that is coming up this Friday. And actually, that is sponsored by Vicelli Pizza. Take a look at this. Hot Tasty Pizza is just a phone call away at Vicelli Pizza. Select from our many choices of pizza toppings. Try our delicious subs, wings, salads, breadsticks, pasta meals, and even dessert. Vicelli Pizza offers quick, reliable, and friendly delivery. Or stop on in, say hello, and pick up your order at our Butler store located at 532 West Cuttingham Street in Butler, PA. Check our website for complete menus, specials, and store hours. Vicelli Pizza in Butler, PA, delivering classic Italian quality with every order. All right, folks, that was my very first commercial. I went down there Saturday and taped that and put that together Sunday during the day, and I wanted to get that out before the Super Bowl game. So I succeeded in doing that. So, but lots of appreciation to Vicelli Pizza and their support for the Jack Shadow Friday Night Frights, and not only that, they supported all things Chiller Night throughout the year, and they're kind of hitting the ground running and sponsoring us once again as we get the Friday Night Frights up and running. Again, Silent Night, Bloody Night. So, if you've not seen a Friday Night Frights, I really recommend that you do it. If you like hosted horror shows, if you like Jack Shadow, hopefully you do. If you just enjoy watching the old schlocky horror movies, I kind of hate to say that about this one. This was actually pretty good. I mean, it's a you know, we do a lot of those B movie, you know, sci-fi killers from space and stuff like this, but this was one of the original slasher movies. Like I said, 1972. It was actually filmed in 1970, released in 1972. So I think you're gonna like it. If you can interact with one another like you're doing now, or like you do on the Saturday night pre-shows, you can interact with Jack Shadow in so much that he will be reading your comments through the magic of a crystal ball. He will see your your comments. So in that way, in between the movie segments, you can communicate with Jack Shadow, and during the movie itself, you guys can be chatting among yourselves and chatting with each other. So I think it'll be a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to that. It's been a while. And also, something else we're going to be doing is nope, that's not what I wanted to do. The Friday Night Frights giveaway. Not exactly sure what that's going to be yet, but I am determined to to give something away. A prize will be given away by Jack Shadow on February 7th during the show, during the very end of the show, no doubt, at the very end of it. I know that Vicelli Pizza has donated a T-shirt and stocking cap uh, as to be given away as part of the giveaway prize. So it's just going to be a lot of fun. Again, if you've never seen one, I suggest that you join us and partake in that. And it's just a chance to interact with other viewers and interact with Jack Shadow, the host, of course, of Chiller Night Theater. So hopefully we'll see you guys Friday night. A lot of preparation goes into that, and so again, I do, I really appreciate Vicelli Pizza and all their support, and a few other shout outs I want to give as far as support to Chiller Chat. This is not a one of the main kind of a traditional Chiller Chat episode, more of a me just chatting with you guys. There's not a guest tonight, of course, but I'd like to give mention to Chop Block TV, CBTV Horror Network at butchermedia.com. That's CBTV Horror Network, and they have their own Roku channel, and you can see Chiller Night Theater episodes on there as well. ParanormalWarehouse.com. Now they play Chiller Night Theater and Chiller Chat episodes as well. So check those guys out. They support me, and hopefully you guys can support them as well. And also, I told you what's coming up Thursday, the watch party. Friday, Jack Shadow's Friday Night Frights. Saturday, the Chiller Night pre-show from 8 to 9. And then from 9 through the rest of the night, we're going to be seeing these programs right here. A lot of things going on. I keep very busy with all this, and that's why your support is much appreciated, very much. 9 p.m. Chiller Night Theater. The movie is Devil's Hand. 11 p.m. Chiller Chat. My guest is Leah Dawn Madden. She'll be talking about real vampires. 11:30 p.m. Chiller Night Theater. The movie is Beast from Haunted Cave. 1:30 a.m. Chiller Chat. My guest is Donald F. Glute. 2 a.m. Chiller Night Theater. The Wasp Woman. Of course, we'll be going over that again during the pre-show. Raymond says, what does Corpus have planned for Thursday? Fright Night. Fright Night at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. So, if you like vampires, and you like fright, and you like night, then tune in. join Corpus and all the others, and for Fright Night on the Chiller Night Facebook group page. Become a member, and you too can join in and watch that movie. I love that movie. I have that movie. And Raymond, I don't think you might not have been here toward the beginning of the show, but when I was mentioning this, but that movie is where I got the night part for Chiller Night Theater. So I thought that was kind of cool. I thought I'd mention that. So, but anyways, there's a lot going on. Raymond says, great, I love that movie. So do I. That's a great movie. I really enjoy it. There's only like 8 minutes left. These go super, super quick. And that's why I just threw up a few topics I wanted to get on here and really, really remind you, because I won't see you again until Friday night. Will it be me? Well, it won't even be me. It'll be Jack Shadow. So, but I won't see you again until Saturday. But I won't be on here again, and you'll next see Jack Shadow on Friday night, and then myself on Saturday. So I really I hope you can stop in at least on one of those shows. Preferably, I'd really love for you to watch the Friday Night Frights. And do me a favor, if you do that, if you get an opportunity to share it, even if you can't do it during the movie while it's playing, I understand if you're watching that and you don't want to jump out to share it. If you could share it right afterwards, just share it to your page, share it to wherever, because I'm really trying to get it out there. I want this to be a good breakthrough year for Chiller Night, and if you like what we're doing, just continue to watch us. I really appreciate your support in that way. But if you could just take a few seconds and share it as well, and help to get it out there, and that would help me immensely. So uh, much appreciated if you could do that. So let's see. I would appreciate it, and Jack Shadow would certainly appreciate it. Uh, Raymond says, cool. Tom says, Corpus needs to start a Thursday night bedtime horror stories. Well, yeah. I suppose if you go to bed kind of early, maybe that's kind of what that is. Maybe you can, I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, that's an interesting idea. Thursday night bedtime horror stories. All right. So 8:24. Wow, these go so quick. If you guys, again, I really hope you show up Friday night. Support Jack Shadow. Let's make this a big event. I really hope that we have a lot of viewers that night. It really helps with the Vicelli Pizza sponsoring and all of you there. I remember there was one night, one of the shows we did in 2019, we had, by the end of that program, we had, between Facebook and YouTube, we had 1,000 views. I was very happy with that. I am very confident that maybe not this first time, because a lot of people aren't aware yet that we're doing this again, but I think once this picks up, I think it'd be very easy to get those kind of numbers. I'm hoping for that. Um, I think that's neat. I've always wanted Chiller Night Theater to be a live show. I I want it to eventually end up that way. Like weekly. I would love to see that turn into a weekly um, live production. So I've got a lot of ideas. I've got a lot of ambition when it comes to this stuff. So and that's why I appreciate your continued support, because if you guys weren't here, it would be like, you are my sounding board. So let me know what you want. Continue to let me know what you want, and if I can, I'll do it. So, all right, Tom with the Thursday night bedtime horror stories. Yeah. Oh, speaking of Corpus, she's going to be on an episode of Chiller Chat coming up. One of the ones that's going to be an actual, a regular Chiller Chat episode that will then be edited and sent to the TV station, as well as Doc Dredd. He'll be an upcoming guest here very soon. He'll be talking about Doc Dredd's reviews, his movie reviews. So I think that'll be kind of neat. There's a lot of people who are the TV viewers who I can only imagine don't know what we do online. So I'm sure all of our online people know what we do on TV, but not so much the other way around. So we'll get there. We'll get there. We're getting the word out, and I think this is a good year. Uh, Again, let me know what you guys want. I know Brad Beckwith, he's the one who picked out this movie, Silent Night, Bloody Night. And Tom, I know you picked Fiend Without a Face. So if you guys can let me know what movies you want, I can look into them and see if they're public domain or not. And if they're available, I'll be more than happy to do them. So to have Jack Shadow host them on a Friday night, either Friday night frights or on the regular programs that are recorded in the studio. So let me know. Tom says we'll see Corpus. You'll see her? No, you won't see her, because I don't have unless I were to get that Skype thing working. Like I know that you've sent me some things to look at there. I keep getting stuck on that. I would absolutely love to get the Skype, because that would really add to the quality of the show, obviously. rather than just the phone sitting up by the mic. Um, but I don't know. I don't know. I wish I had more technical understanding, but I seem so limited. I can't wrap my mind around the steps to make that happen, unfortunately, or at least I haven't yet. So hopefully we'll get that figured out. That would be neat to have our guests appear on Skype. Well, folks, it is 8:28, and I think we'll call it a night. Just don't forget, don't you forget, Thursday night watch party, Friday night Jack Shadow's Friday Night Frights, and Saturday, of course, is the big night of the week with Chiller Night Theater and Chiller Chat episodes, and of course the Chiller Night Live pre-show at 8 p.m. So, folks, we will see you later this week. So have a good night. Have a good chiller night. I'll see you later.